Welcome guys back to another video. Today I'm going to be covering the 1.18 update of Minecraft. I intend to cover the update in 15 minutes, give or take. I'm not going to waste any more time in the intro. Let's get into the video. Now the 1.18 update has added a lot, and I mean a lot of features to the game. The most noticeable of the bunch is the terrain. Mojang has added 64 blocks to the height limit and subtracted 64 blocks from the depth limit, making the new height limit 320 and a depth of -64. For reference, the gold blocks here represent how high you could build a pumpkin prior to the update and then after the update. Pretty cool and convenient for map builders. This seemingly subtle change has allowed terrain to generate in more diverse landforms, allowing high peaks and slopes and deep and immersive caves to generate. There have been quite a few added biomes to the cliff part of the update. Frozen Peaks, Jagged Peaks, Stony Peaks, Snowy Slopes, and Grove are the new cliff biomes added to this update. Pretty much all of them are self-explanatory, so I won't be going into much depth with the explanations of each one of them. The Frozen Peaks is a new mountain peak biome that consists of snow, snow blocks, ice, and packed ice. Frozen Peaks are a lot smoother rather than being jagged. The only passive mob that spawns here is the mountain goat. Jagged peaks are highly jagged in terrain and almost no smoothness can be found here, thus living up to its name. Here, a lot of stone can be found with snow layers on top of them. Again, like the Frozen Peak biome, the only passive mobs that spawn here are the mountain goats. Stony peaks are generally present on the sides or somewhere near the jagged peaks. This biome is kind of like an in-between of the jagged peaks and the Frozen Peaks, minus all the snow. Living up to its name, most of this biome consists of stone. Large deposits of calcite can be found here in large strips, similar to what you're seeing right now. No passive mobs spawn here. I guess even the mountain goats aren't satisfied with this biome. Snowy Slopes is mostly barren, covered with multiple layers of snow blocks, snow layers and powdered snow. Goats and rabbits are the passive mobs of this biome. This is the only mountain biome that can generate igloos. You should keep in mind, however, that powdered snow can be trap blocked, and there's quite a lot of it. You can never go wrong while wearing leather boots in this biome, so make sure you do. The Grove is a mountain slope biome that generally creates forests of spruce trees at its sides. The surface of this biome is covered in snow layers, snow blocks and dirt. The general passive mobs, that is, pigs, cows, sheep, chickens, wolves, rabbits and foxes, spawn in this biome. The Meadow biome has been added as part of the terrain. Here, flowers and passive mobs are present. The flowers that are not present here are the lilies of the valley, since Meadow isn't really a valley, blue orchids, tulips and wither roses. Now we head into the most important part of the update, in my opinion, the caves. The biggest buff of this entire update has been the cave generation. The added depth and some changes in how caves are generated make caves a lot more common and bountiful to mine in. The new generation allows caves and ravines like this one to generate with abundant ores just waiting for you to mine them up. If you've updated your older world to 1.18, you'd find that bedrock at Y level 0 has been covered in deep slate, allowing immense caves to generate. Before this update, ore mining required quite a less bit strategy compared to this update, making this video right here completely pointless. However, after the big buff in the 1.18 update, the new ore generation has changed to involve a lot more strategy than previous updates. The Mojang developer Henrik Nyeberg has posted this image on Twitter explaining the new ore generation and distribution. However, you probably wouldn't have looked at this image too closely, so I'll be releasing a new mining video in the future explaining the new ore distributions and the best way to mine your favorite ores in Minecraft 1.18, as the mining part of this update is too much to cover in this video. Like the surface, the caves have also received two new biomes, Dripstone Caves and Lush Caves. Dripstone Caves are the commonly generated cave biome. Dripstone and pointed dripstone generates at the floor and ceilings of the caves. Pointed dripstone from the ceiling are stalactites and the pointed dripstone from ground are the stalagmites. Small 1x1 water sources can be generated in these caves. Dripstone caves are practically more or less like any other normal cave, except that they contain dripstone blocks and pointed dripstone. So there's nothing much to say about this biome, though copper is the most abundant ore and this biome is the best place to farm it. In ravines like this one, You'll occasionally find dripstone clusters like shown here. Lush Caves is a cave biome with a lot of greenery, thereby living up to its name. It has unique flora and fauna growing in these caves. These biomes can be generated anywhere that is considered underground, but they generally generate underneath a forest. Azalea trees were introduced as part of the vegetation found in lush caves. Dirt blocks underneath or near the azalea trees turn into rooted dirt blocks. Moss blocks, moss carpets, oars, grass, and azalea bushes cover this biome. Glowberries can grow on these vines, which, as the name suggests, glows and lights up these caves. Spore blossoms spawn on the ceiling, which drips water and emits particles. Lush caves generally contain some form of water, lake, or river, and this is the only biome that axolotls can spawn in. Bats, glow squid, and tropical fish are the other mobs of this biome. Now, as you've noticed, some of the above information has come out even in 1.17 because I didn't cover that update. So now, turning over to the items. In terms of items that were added, there is practically nothing. So we'll be going through the blocks and items added in 1.17 and 1.18 so that this section of the video will last a little bit more than 15 seconds. Number 1 on the list is azalea and flowering azalea bushes. We've talked about this briefly before and there's practically nothing here to discuss other than it's a decorative block and it spawns in lush caves. Number 2 on the list are the moss blocks, which again, nothing more to add here other than they can only be found in lush caves. At number 3 comes the spore blossoms, which don't really have much features. Like the previous two, these have no purpose for now and are just decorative. Making it into number 4 is by far the most exciting block addition in 1.18. If you're a mumbo jumbo, the newly added skull sensors are quite a feature. However, these sensors are naturally spawning by 1.18. However, if you're a mumbo jumbo, then this block is sure to fascinate you. It detects any sound and emits a sound and red phone signal when it has detected something. And finally, with number 4 comes the actual edition of 1.18, the music disc by Lena Rain, The Other Side. If you've enjoyed Pickstep, which no doubt you have, then there's almost a guarantee that you'll enjoy this music disc too. This music disc has a 3.1% chance to spawn in dungeon chests and a 2.5% chance to spawn in stronghold chests. Like any other update in Minecraft, new achievements or advancements have been added to the game. So we'll be quickly going through each one of them. The first on the list is the name of the update itself, Caves and Cliffs. To earn this achievement, build all the way to the new height limit. And fall all the way to the new depth limit. And you get the achievement. Now the second achievement on the list isn't even related to the update. Mojang decided to add a nether related achievement in this update. To get this achievement, you must have already achieved nether, and this boat has legs. To earn this achievement, what you have to do is take a strider to the overworld, ride it in 50 blocks of lava, and you get the achievement. The next achievement on the list is Sound of Music. The achievements you need to get before getting this achievement is Sweet Dreams. To get this achievement, basically what you have to do is place a jukebox, chuck a music disc in it in the Meadow biome, and you get the achievement. The fourth new achievement of this update is Star Trader. To get this achievement, you need to have already achieved Water Deal. Basically, to get this achievement, take a villager all the way to world height limit and trade with it over there. Here's a quick little tutorial on how to do that. And place that block to trigger the observer block, and wait till you reach height limit. Place a workstation so that the villager will finally get a job. And trade with it. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, got some useful information from it. Maybe. As I said, in the near future, there'll be a new mining video coming to explain the new ore distribution and the best ways to mine your desired ores in Minecraft 1.18. If I've missed out anything that should have been in this video, leave it down in the comment section down below and I will pin it. Yeah, anyways, see you next video. This is R.A.P. signing out.